Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Emma and this is Destination FBA. So I recently put up a post to my Facebook group and I asked everybody what they thought were the biggest reasons for people failing on Amazon, and the answers that came in top were unrealistic expectations, cash flow issues and lack of knowledge. Now these were also followed up with things like lack of motivation, too much information and lack of time. So I found it quite interesting that so many people agreed on the top three, as these were answers I would actually give myself. Now there are so many reasons people fail on Amazon, so let's just take a look at a few of them one at a time. So the first one that we just mentioned is unrealistic expectations. So this one has to be at the top. There are so many people out there that think Amazon is just a quick get rich scheme. You need to be willing to put in the time and effort and do lots of research, ask lots of questions. No one's going to know everything overnight, but you at least need to be willing to try. Now if you do want to sell on Amazon, you really need to go into it with an open mind and not expect too much of yourself too soon. Unrealistic expectations will just leave you feeling deflated and you'll want to quit before you've even properly got started. Then second, we have cash flow issues. Now whether you're a new seller or an experienced seller, this is something we could all come up against from time to time. When you've got all your money tied up in Amazon stock and those sales start to slow, it can really have a big impact on your cash flow. So as a new seller, I put all my profits straight back into the business. Every time Amazon paid me, I reinvested it into more stock. This definitely helped with the cash flow. Now I have had times when it's been a bit of a struggle and I've used a credit card. Just always make sure that credit card is paid back within 30 days and then there'll be no interest on it. This just helps to give me a bit of breathing space and keep those shipments into Amazon regular. If you can get a credit card, it's always worth having as a backup option. Just make sure you pay it in full every time Amazon pay out. Now also keep an eye on your stock. If things are not selling well and you're struggling with the cash flow, you need to look at your pricing. If you're not priced competitively enough, it may be that you need to drop those prices down a little to encourage the sales. Then number three, we had lack of knowledge. So I think this one ties in a little with the unrealistic expectations, and people think this is an easy side hustle and they don't realise the work involved. Now as with everything in life, if you don't have the knowledge, you will find it difficult. Now the great thing about Amazon FBA is there is so much free information out there. There are lots of Facebook groups where people are willing to help you out, and there are so many YouTubers providing content. So this really doesn't need to be a problem. The only thing stopping you here is you. Use this free information and watch as many videos as you can. If you're willing to put in the time and learn, it will all come to you in no time. Just keep learning and keep asking questions. Use as much of this free information as you can and learn from it. It might not be easy at the start, but it will be worth it. Then next we have lack of motivation. Now this is something you need to work on yourself. Maybe try setting yourself a goal and having something to work for. Having an aim and something you can visualize will help to keep you on track. Now when you set yourself a target and you hit it, it's such a good feeling. That in itself should be enough to keep you motivated and stop you giving up. Now fifth in the poll was too much information. Now this is quite an interesting answer, especially as one of the top answers was the lack of knowledge. It's really all about getting the balance right. You need the knowledge so you know what you're doing, but at the same time you don't want to overload yourself. If you try and take in too much information in one go, it may just cause you confusion. Now if you overload yourself, you won't know what you're doing and when, and this is where the feelings of giving up may start creeping in. So use all the free information available to you, but go at a steady pace. Don't try running before you can walk. And then next we have lack of time. So we all have busy lives, and chances are those of you that are just setting up are doing this as a side hustle alongside other commitments. So whether that's work or family, it can get challenging. So the key here is to plan your days, know exactly what you're doing and when you're doing it. By having plans or goals, it will make life much easier. So plan your time, but make sure you factor in some downtime too. It doesn't matter how busy you are or how big your plans are, everybody needs some time off. Do not burn yourself out. Next we have failing to manage your inventory. Those that constantly let themselves run out of stock will struggle, and this can have a big impact on cash flow as well. If you find a good replenishable item, you should aim to keep 30 to 60 days worth in stock. Letting yourself run out is going to lose you sales, and lack of sales is a really good excuse to give up. Don't let yourself fall into this trap, just keep your inventory well stocked. Now also be sure that this inventory is fully analysed. You do not want to risk any IP complaints. You risk suspension or even deactivation of your account. If your account is deactivated, it is game over. Now the last thing we're going to look at is when people do not want to invest into their business. So when you first start out, you won't want to be paying for any software. You'll still be trying to get your head around how selling on Amazon works and whether it works for you or not. So you can get by with the free tools available to you, but over time you will need to look at purchasing software if you want to make your business more profitable and if you want to save yourself time. If you're willing to pay for software, this will help you hugely and it will give you more time to concentrate on building that business. Repricing software, for example, can save you hours each week. You simply set your minimum and your maximum prices and the algorithm you want to use, and you just leave it to work its magic. So I'm currently using Profit Protector Pro for my repricing, and they offer a 14-day money-back guarantee, so it just gives you that extra bit of reassurance. And I'm also using BuyBot Pro, and this is the one piece of software that I could not be without. I use it every time I'm sourcing to analyse my deals and see if an item is worth purchasing. Now there is so much information and historical data available to you, it really does help to make an informed decision. Now again, they also offer a 14-day money-back guarantee, so this just gives you that peace of mind. So you can start selling on Amazon with any amount of money, so don't believe anyone that tells you you must have X amount to start, but do be prepared to purchase software later down the line. Those that try to manage can struggle with it, and they'll just find that they're working all the hours in the day when there's really no need to. Now if you can make this as easy and enjoyable as you can, you are less likely to fail. So there's lots of reasons there why people do fail at Amazon. Now when you decide to be a seller, you have to be prepared to learn and to grow. So it's not always easy and you will need to work hard, but keep pushing, push through those goals and keep yourself motivated. If you can push through for those first few months, it will pay off and you will be pleased you did it. Now if you feel you're struggling with anything or you're not feeling very motivated, please do jump in our Facebook group. There are so many people there that can help, offer advice and just be there to listen to you. Now we all have bad days from time to time, but if you can learn to just draw a line under it and move on, you will do well and you will succeed. Just keep those expectations real and don't expect too much too soon. Now that is it for today because my voice is slowly going, but if you'd like to see more videos like this, please do subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to get notified every time a new video goes live. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.